Friends, gather round. For tonight, we delve into the world of acronyms and outrage, efficiency, and Elon Musk. Buckle up because we're talking about DOGE, but not the cryptocurrency your weird nephew keeps raving about. This DOGE stands for the Department of Government Efficiency, a brainchild of the Trump administration, and let me tell you, it's shaking things up in Washington. Now, on paper, who doesn't love efficiency, right? It's like finding $20 in your old jeans. A pleasant surprise, but what happens when efficiency becomes a battering ram, used to dismantle agencies and policies some hold dear? That's the million-dollar question, and folks, the answer is getting messier than a toddler left unsupervised with a bowl of spaghetti. The aim of DOGE, we're told, is to streamline government, cut waste, and ensure your hard-earned tax dollars are spent wisely. Sounds great in theory, like a self-cleaning oven or a politician who actually keeps their promises. But the devil, as always, is in the details, and those details are causing a political firestorm that would make a wildfire blush. So grab your fire extinguishers, folks, because we're diving headfirst into the inferno. Section 2, Musk's efficiency crusade, slashing and burning. Leading the charge at DOGE is none other than our favorite Twitter-loving billionaire, Elon Musk. Yes, the Tesla tycoon, the SpaceX visionary, the guy who wants to send us all to Mars. He's now in charge of making the government less of a, shall we say, hot mess. It's like asking a hawk to babysit your goldfish. Intriguing, sure, but you know it's not going to end well for the goldfish. Musk, in his signature bold style, didn't waste time making waves. One of DOGE's first acts, announcing plans to shut down USAID, the agency responsible for foreign aid. That's right, folks. Musk decided that instead of sending money overseas, we should, well, not. Now, whether you agree with foreign aid or think it's like throwing money into a bottomless pit, you have to admit, it's a bold move, and it didn't stop there. DOGE also hit the pause button on foreign aid payments, essentially cutting off the money flow like a suspicious vending machine. This predictably caused quite the stir, with some praising Musk's decisiveness and others decrying it as reckless and potentially harmful. But Musk, unfazed, remained focused on his mission to trim the fat, even if it meant ruffling a few feathers, or in this case entire embassies. He argued that the government was bloated, inefficient, and in dire need of a Silicon Valley makeover, and he, with his track record of disrupting industries, was just the man to do it. Section 3, Democrats cry foul, legal battles and power struggles. Now, you might be thinking, well, John, if it's making the government more efficient, what's the problem? Ah, my friend, if only it were that simple, because while some cheered Musk's cost-cutting crusade, others, particularly Democrats, saw it as something far more sinister, a blatant power grab. Democrats cried foul, accusing Musk and the Trump administration of using DOGE as a weapon to dismantle programs they disagreed with, regardless of their effectiveness. They argued that shutting down agencies and halting funding without congressional approval was not just unethical, but downright undemocratic. And they weren't just complaining about it. Oh no, Democrats took their grievances to court, filing lawsuits challenging DOGE's authority and actions. They argued that Musk's access to sensitive data like Treasury payment systems was a breach of privacy and a recipe for disaster. It was like giving a toddler the keys to the car, a disaster waiting to happen. One particularly vocal critic was Representative Dean Phillips, a Democrat from Minnesota. Phillips didn't mince words, stating that Democrats should be freaking out about Musk's growing influence. He warned that concentrating so much power in the hands of one unelected individual was a dangerous precedent, regardless of their intentions. Section 4, A Nation Divided, the future of DOGE and American politics. So, here we are, folks, at a crossroads. DOGE, the efficiency-obsessed brainchild of the Trump administration, has become a lightning rod for controversy, exposing the deep political divisions that plague our nation. On one side, we have those who applaud DOGE's mission, arguing that it's high time someone shook up the status quo and brought some much-needed accountability to government spending. They see Musk as a maverick, a disruptor who's not afraid to challenge the establishment and get things done. On the other side, we have those who view DOGE with suspicion and fear, believing it to be a Trojan horse for dismantling essential government programs and concentrating power in the hands of the few. They worry about the erosion of democratic norms and the potential for abuse when unchecked power goes unchecked. The legal battles rage on, with judges issuing rulings and counter-rulings, leaving everyone confused and wondering what the future holds. Will DOGE's actions be upheld, setting a precedent for future administrations to bypass Congress and wield executive power with impunity? Or will the courts rein in DOGE, reaffirming the importance of checks and balances and the rule of law? Only time will tell. But one thing is clear, the debate over DOGE is far from over. It's a microcosm of the larger struggle over the role of government, the limits of executive power, and the future of American democracy itself. And that, my friends, is something worth freaking out about.